Alright, so hello guys. Today we are going to learn the basics of Victorian Giotto, and we're gonna make our first ever animation. So Victorian Giotto is an animation software that lets you create stunning animations. And just like just like Adobe Flash and Adobe Animate, it's it's a freeware alternative to Adobe Flash that Alan Becker said that Alan Becker mentioned in a video. So here's how to download Victorian Giotto. Well, Victorian Giotto's original website shut down, so you have to go to third-party websites to download it. So so to so you need to make so you need to go to Victorian Giotto download. So you can go to CNET download and or Subtonic. I'll I'll send a I'll send a link to download below. So in the description. So no need to worry. Now let's get right into it. So the tools here. So and the the so this is the timeline. What whatever's here is the timeline. It it's it's all it it's a set of drawings and keyframes to make your animation like this. So this animation is gonna be similar. So and now let's look around the tools here. So this is the selection tool. You can select tools with this. You can go around and around. This is the sub-selection tool. It can select not sim it cannot select it cannot select symbols like this, but it can select normal stuff like that. And this is the line tool. This is used to create lines and these stuff, but only if the pen is activated, like this and this and this. This pen shape tool is used to create lines. Then this is the lasso tool. This is used to select parts, objects, like parts of objects. Let's see if it's like this. And this is the insert bitmap tool. It inserts images to your animation, but it will not be required in your first animation. Then this is the text tool. It is used to add text to your animation. And this is the settings of the text. You can set a font and set the font and style and the font size like this. All right. Then just wait until it loads. It's not responding. Meanwhile, it loads. Let's just talk the others. So this right here is the circle tool. It is used to like make what is this called now? Something like yes. It's used to make circles. This is used to draw circles into your animation. And this is the rectangle. And this is the rectangle tool. This is used to like draw rectangles and all those stuff in the polygon and stuff also included in this. That's why the arrows here. It is used to draw these ones into your animation. Then this right here is the pencil tool. You can draw thin lines with the pencil, but you cannot edit the size. And this is the brush tool, where it functions just like the pencil tool, and it but and you can edit the brush size in this too. Meanwhile, this is the free transform tool. It can transform a certain object. You can widen it, or you can shrink it, and you can even rotate it. Then right here, and I'll explain the other parts. I'll explain the this one, and I don't know what this one is, but this might be useful for a specific reason. Then this is the ink tool. It's used to add like ink to your project or animation or something. And this is the paint bucket tool. It's used to fill a certain space. But if there's an opening, it might fill in the entire canvas. So be careful when using the paint bucket tool. Then we have this eyedropper tool. It picks up a color and then adds it to the palette. Then this is the eraser tool. It can erase your mistakes. It can erase your mistakes in your animation. Just waiting for this to respond. Meanwhile, it responds. I'll just restart this. All right, let's close the program. All right, so we're gonna load in Vectorian Giotto. All right, open this up. All right, so this is this is the so this is so this is the tool that you create a new project, and this is the tool you open your save projects with this, and this is the save tool. Press this, click on this to save your projects. This is the undo button. It can undo your mistakes, and this is the redo one. This can redo your things, your mistakes. And this is the cut tool. It can cut a certain object. So if you can't hit the backspace like this, I'm hitting backspace right now. You can't. Instead, you'll have to right click the tool. You have to right click the selection, the objects you want, and select cut. Or you can select it right here. Then this is the copy tool. This is used to copy a certain object. Then this right here is the paste tool. This is used to paste. This is used to paste a certain object. And this is the paste in place tool. This can paste and anything in place. And this is the delete tool. This can delete anything, not anything, any object in the canvas. And this is the zoom in. This will zoom into your project. This is the zoom out. It will zoom out of your project. This is the stop button. This will stop running your animations. And this is the play button. This button will play the final products of your animation. And this is the rewind tool. This is the go to home tool. So if you click on this, it will go to the beginning of your animation. It will go to the beginning of the timeline, which is our frame 1. and this is the go to end. It will go to click this and it will go to the end of the timeline. So without further ado, let's start making our own animations. Now press Ctrl J to open document properties. So these are the dimensions. So 1920, which is the width, and 1080 pixels is fine. Then this is the frame rate. Vectorian Giotto normally sets it to like 12 frames per second, but you can edit that. Just delete that. Well, for my animations, let's enter 24 frames per second and hit enter or click OK. Now, let's start making our animation, our first ever project. So F8 to create a symbol, F5 to create a frame, F6 to create a normal keyframe, and F7 to create a blank keyframe. So without further ado, let's start. So we're gonna make this animation simple. So we're gonna make a moving box and a moving square and a square jumping. This is gonna be simple. Plus, everything in this has an outline. So click this pen, click here, and select to none. Now you can edit the color you want. You can make the color of your the square whatever you want. I'm gonna make mine red. And then how about blue? Wait, hold on a sec. I'm gonna connect the cable. Nice. All right, there we go. Now, what I was saying is, like I'm gonna set my square to blue because it's my favorite color. But for you, you can set your new square to any color you want. So I'll go with this color, and then click and hold, and then drag, and I'm making this. And there you go. You have your square. Now right click it and select this, which is convert simple, or you can just click it and press F8. So it will insert the symbol into your library here. So we're gonna name the symbol as square and hit OK or enter. And now it's a symbol. So we're just gonna drag the square here. So in this one, we're going to like use twins. So set F5. Now click this frame and F6. Then then the square is going to jump. So we have to move it up. Wait, hold on a second. You can set the 5 frames below, before, or anytime you want before. Alright. Select the free transform tool and then rotate the square 45 degrees. And then this square is gonna make its descent. So let's drag this here. And then we're gonna drag it down here. Then select the free transform tool again, and then rotate it. Select the selection tool and drag it down to the ground. And then select your frame here. And now select these two, and then right click those two frames and select create motion tween. So now it's gonna create a motion tween. Oh, and I forgot to tell you this. This is the onion skin. It's just going to let you see what the previous frame looks like this. And this is, if you press this button or click this button, then it's going to insert a new layer to your animation. So let's play our final product. And there we go. And now you created your first ever animation in Vectorian Giotto. I hope you liked this video and subscribe to the channel. I'll see you later for more Vectorian.